Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for taking the time to come attend the webinar. I'm very excited about announcing the launch of this new feature. And I think in reality, it's more than a feature. There's a lot of stuff in it, so it's not a feature. It's almost a complete product. Before we go there, I do want to briefly touch upon some of the things that we've released in the last 30 days. We launched 3D Live, which essentially allows, we have a large repository of standardized floor plans, 2D and 3D, but 3D Live takes it one step further where you can interact with the floor plan. And now you have the ability to actually have your listings display those floor plans as well. You just need to go into portfolio and mark the floor plan that's appropriate for that property. We have agent reviews and testimonials that we launched. And again, this is, we're the first to do this. The idea, again, is that, you all work so hard in the industry to win over your clients and provide good service to them. You should definitely have a platform where you can reflect that, because it builds trust in you. For new people who come into the platform who haven't interacted with you before, they're going to read these reviews and testimonials. It's just similar to the way I see it is when I go to Amazon to buy something, I go and look at the reviews. So I think we're very excited about this. So please continue to get more testimonials and reviews from your previous clients, and then that would help you build even stronger pipelines going forward. We introduced video listings where in the search results, you can just, as opposed to showing pictures of the property, if you have a video for the property, we are just displaying those videos. I believe it's more interactive, especially in these times where mobility is limited. And then Facebook Live, we've been doing Facebook Live videos for the last 3 years, maybe even more than that, around 3 years, where we do a walkthrough with our partners of properties, and they're broadcasted to all of our audience on Facebook. But now they're now they're broadcasted directly to all of the audience on the website at that time as well. So that's a bit of what we've done, but let's move on to the topic for today, which is insights, and what is insights all about. This is one of my personal favorite quotes. I really like it. It's based around data, and sorry, 1 second. I'm going to see if I can move this a little bit. Never mind. So if we have data, let's look at data. If all we have are opinions, let's go with mine. And I think this is from Jim Barksdale, CEO of Netscape. For those of you who don't remember, Netscape was the first, the first web navigator that existed, a popular one, before Chrome and Safari and all of these other things came around. So the point is that data is important because it helps you get educated on what's really happening. If you're going to have a conversation with someone, if you can back that up with data, then it just validates what you're saying. So there's and it's not just about arguments. Even if you're going to persuade someone to do something, if you have data to back it up, it just makes that whole conversation that much easier. So that is kind of the premise of all of this section, which is to empower you with data, so then you can go and do a better job servicing your clients and even getting more knowledge about the market itself. And that's how I see Bayut. We have the most traffic, we have the most content, so we can certainly play a part. I've mentioned this before, where I've said that this data exists because of a partnership between us, where all of you who are our partners and clients put your listings on the platform. We drive traffic, through our brand and through marketing, and then there's a lot of data that we collect, and this whole effort is around providing you insights into that to help you better understand how to run your business. So again, very excited about introducing insights. So let's go into a little bit more detail in terms of what it is, what's coming out, and how we can really help you make smart decisions moving forward. The core of this effort was really around three areas. It was how to help you become a market leader, how to help you unlock more growth potential, and how to give you data-backed insights so that they can help you and your clients. And so I'll go through each one of these. When it comes to being a market leader, as I've mentioned multiple times, that the journey for any consumer starts with us, ends with you. So certainly you have to do an excellent. We all have to do an excellent job throughout this journey to really provide the level of service. If you provide a good level of service, naturally we would move towards becoming market leaders. You would move towards becoming market leaders. So we do everything that we can to empower the consumer to understand all the listings, but then we are also empowering you to make sure that journey that begins with you, from us, they move over to you, is also a good one. What we've done on this front is we're going to start sharing competitive insights with you just to understand how you're doing on the portal that gets the most traffic in the UAE. So again, the idea is, there's kind of three columns. You do get this report in an email, but we wanted to make it a bit more interactive and on the fly, so you don't have to kind of wait for an email whenever it comes out. There are really three categories, which is, how is your exposure in terms of, how much exposure are you getting for your listings in a specific area? How does your stock compare if you have more listings or less listings compared to everybody else in the market? And then finally, how's the quality of your listings? Is it, are they good? Are they bad? You can see that there's a few call to actions over here. So if the listing quality is not good, it's average or low, then from this tool within Portfolio, you can actually go to the area where you can work on improving the quality of your listings. This is all, by the way, being introduced in Portfolio, and I'll come to why that we're introducing the entire insight section in Portfolio. Now, another thing that we've done, which I think is very neat, which is for anything where, let's say, your performance is not as good, and you want to get more exposure, you can see this call to action, which is called Boost Your Ranking. You can open that up. And what that shows you is you can work on, certainly you can work on improving the quality of your listing, but if you actually want to apply some of these products, it shows you what products you've applied to your listings in that area. And then if I show you, you can actually model how much more exposure you can get by applying some more product. And the idea really is that, obviously you can actually go ahead and apply the product and see how your exposure changes. But this whole simulator over here is driven from very deep data in terms of what is happening on the website, how are listings behaving in that area, and it lets you model it before you actually apply it. So you can actually make smart decisions, knowledgeable decisions about applying product, and not just randomly apply product and kind of do this, let's see if it works or not, and then try to assess in due course. So we're very excited about this. This is driven from, as I said, this is driven from actual live data that we're constantly processing, and you can come back and you can play with these you can play with this simulator and understand what impact it will have on your overall performance exposure in that for your listings in that area. Moving on, we've given a lot of thought into how to help you unlock more potential, growth potential. Whether you're an agent or you're an agency, how do you go about doing that? So very happy to introduce within the insights a section called Market Insights. Want to point out a couple of things as we go through this, so just keep that in mind. So there's a search bar on the top, and while what you see over here is the overall insights for Dubai or Abu Dhabi, it's kind of a high-level report. You can go and type in any community that you want, and it's very interactive. It will take you to that community, and it will show you things that I'm about to go through in the next few minutes over here. But if you just look at this, the way Market Insights, on the left top side, there is an overall demand index, which is how are people, what are people searching for? Are the searches going up? On the right, there is some course level information in terms of whether if you're looking at apartments or villas, what are the average prices, just to kind of give you a quick snapshot of things. And it certainly gets more interesting as we scroll down, because as we scroll down, you will see that you can start seeing on Bayut what are the popular property types. How are they trending? And there are different views that we have over here. You can see that there's a filter for sale or rent. You can switch between those two. And we're giving you three different views. One is highest traffic. So what types of properties are getting the highest traffic? And within that, you can see what your earning potential is based on property prices, average prices, and for those types. But if you want to have a look at, slightly different view of, that was the highest traffic, but where is the most earning potential? Ignoring traffic, you can look at that. And then the best ROI for buyers, where do you think your investors who are looking to invest for rental income, et cetera, where would they get the best return on their investment? As I said, this is all interactive, so you can you're certainly welcome to go in there. And this is how I get into the next section, which talks about what we go into a little bit more detail in terms of what it lets you do. So here is as I said again, as you play with this, you will see this as you scroll down. So in popular areas in Dubai, you can see three filters underneath that, and then we give you a map, and then there is this chart or this key over here that says from yellow to green. You can see opportunity, and it's really based on demand. So opportunity is driven as impressions per listing. So the more the demand is, the greener the color is going to be. You can go on this view in this map, and you can look for the green spots. And you can click on those, and they will give you a quick snapshot of what your earning potential is, what is ROI for buyers in that area, and based on average property prices. Now, again, as I said, this is a fairly high-level view of things. If we want to go, let's say, one level deeper, then certainly that's doable. And the way we do that is, you go to the filters. And let's say in this case, you want to stick with sale, and you just select sale because that's what you're interested in. Moving on, you can specify the type that you're interested in. So as you can see in the drop down, there's apartments and villas, and you can select either. And then finally, if you're selecting apartments, you might be more curious on seeing, okay, which maybe you want to focus on 1 bed or 2 bed or 3 bed. In this case, let's say it's 2 beds. So as you do that, the results update underneath, and then the map also updates, and it shows you which areas have the highest traffic for 2 beds, most earning potential for 2 beds, and the best ROI for buyers for 2 beds. As I said, this is not only just at a kind of a community level under Dubai or Abu Dhabi. If you want to go one level deeper, in this case, in this animation, we'll click on Palm Jumeirah. And then we'll go one level deeper into Palm Jumeirah. So now the view that we have is for Palm Jumeirah, and it's not for Dubai anymore. Okay. So within Palm Jumeirah, then you can actually go and have a look of again the similar kind of stats on what and things, which is what's happening and where can you have the best ROI, most earning potential. But even within Palm Jumeirah, it will start telling you, okay, either there are buildings or sub-communities within Palm Jumeirah. What is your earning potential, and how are things trending for that building or that sub-community, and how you can go about, trying to get inventory over there, or focus more on those areas because the interest is just, frankly, it's just greater in those areas. So I mentioned at the beginning that, so this has been built directly into portfolio. As I said, there's a couple of things that I really do want to highlight over here. One is that a lot of this data, as I said, is driven from a partnership between us, where you as valued clients put your listings on the portal, we drive traffic, and then we can generate these insights. So we believe that they should be available to everybody at no cost, because it's really there to help you educate yourselves on what's happening, where the consumer interest lies, and also raise the level of the service, frankly, for the entire industry, which everybody benefits from. Also, if you're actually talking to any of your clients, investors, you can just open this up and you can show them, data-backed things. This is coming from live data from Bayut. So this is not that gets something, this is not a report that gets refreshed every 3 months or 6 months. No, it gets refreshed real time. And second thing is we put it in portfolio because, and I guess this is where the techie in me is going to come out. Look, it's very easy to build 5 different tools to do 5 different things. Okay, it is very difficult to build one tool to do everything and do it really, really well. And it makes a lot of sense to do that because you don't want to be hopping around 5 tools, because it's all about efficiency, it's all about time, it's all about how these things interconnect with each other. Okay, so as you know, as we move into the future, and you'll see, and even right now, there are elements of this where one section can take you to another section, and you can go make changes over there, and it can take you back to this section. So you see what impact that has. So for us, insights is going to be in portfolio, because I fundamentally believe that there should be one tool that should be your best friend when it comes to educating yourself, educating your clients, and just helping you provide better service to the entire community that's out there that's using us and you to find a home. So very excited about it. This should go live, or should be going live right now, but certainly after the call or after this webinar. To top it all off, it is fully available in Arabic as well. So for all of those friends and partners out there, who prefer Arabic, it's 100% compatibility in Arabic and English. I do want to point out a couple of other things. This is just, these are 2 sections that we release under Insights. There's a lot more coming. Some of the things, we're going to be adding transactions to this. We're going to be adding property-based, single property-based analytics, agent analytics. So this work has been going on for a couple of years. We put a lot of effort into the usability of it, into making sure it's easy to navigate, making sure it's easy to understand. This I really look forward to this becoming the standard de facto tool, the largest and most comprehensive knowledge base for real estate insights. And it really, I think it's revolutionary in terms of the way it's designed and the way it provides information and presents information and lets you interact with the different pieces. Please use this. Give us your feedback. We're constantly working on adding more things, but certainly, if there's any room for improvement in the existing one, we're all ears, and we'd be more than happy to take that feedback and keep working on it. So thank you very much.